Todd Anderson on the mound today, having an outstanding season so far. Can he continue his stellar play? It's the Boston Red Sox taking on the Baltimore Orioles. First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to go. So here's the lefty, Todd Anderson, having a pretty ridiculous season so far, Singy.
Yeah, you see there with the sub-2 ERA, very dependable guy, and he's been pretty much lights out so far this season. So, when a guy like this takes the mound, Boog, I'm expecting to watch him get into a rhythm quickly and just move through a ball game. Sometimes you can see some big strikeouts. Other times it's hard to even know he's there because the innings go so quickly.
Jarren Duran leading things off and takes a strike. Oh, that hit him. The throw is still in time, and that's out number one on a tough play. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
Here now the Red Sox DH, Chase DeLauter. DeLauter batting second in today's lineup, and he's a former Gold Glover in the American League. Right through there for a strike. One out, base is empty. This to center field.
Your ball.
That gets down for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
And it's Rafael Devers in the box. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Man at first, one away. And Devers hits that one. Alvarez in position. And there's two away.
That is good. The shortstop, Gunnar Henderson.
Yeah, the batter now, Gunnar Henderson. The shortstop takes the ball. Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in the second game of the series. Step off throw to first. DeLauter dives back in safely. Two outs. In the air, left field, down the line. Alvarez sprinting after it. Makes the grab, and that is that. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. And now the O's will get their first crack at it. No score. Back now at Oriole Park. Second inning set to go. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Drew Gilbert. Anderson back to work. Anderson, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a changeup, a slurve, and he occasionally uses a curve. Fastball for a strike.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Got him swinging.
Pretty much textbook pitching for the three-pitch K right there. Jumped ahead 0-2 on two pitches he didn't want to go after at the plate. Then, knowing he's going to be a little more aggressive trying to protect, he expands just out of the zone where he couldn't do anything with it. He gets the strikeout and keeps the pitches thrown to a minimum. Very nice.
Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Jackson Warren. In there, and it's 0-1. One down, base is empty. Ball
That's
one
a ball.
there. That's a strike, and the count is 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike.
Just a hammer 12-6 curveball right there, Boog. That was exactly what he wanted to do with it. Not a ton of pitchers can throw a true 12-6 break, but he does. And you can't throw it any better than he did right there.
And now, Christian Campbell.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Just one hit in his last 5 games.
And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on.
0-1.
On the ground, right side, Triolo tosses to first. Out number 3. 1, 2, 3 go the Red Sox. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top half of the third inning, and stepping in for Boston, B.J. Murray Jr. And that is out of play. That one the other way. Soderstrom takes it himself. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting ninth, the catcher, Ryan Jeffers.
Ryan Jeffers at the plate. And that drops in for a strike. And it's even up. just missed.
Outside.
Breaking ball misses down and away. Ground ball up the middle. Triolo tosses to first. First two batters retired here in the top of the third. Now batting Jarren Duran. Grounded out his first time up. And a foul ball. And the 0-1. Fought off foul. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing for Boston, and it remains 1-0. And we're back. Start of the fourth. Now the number 2 hitter, Chase DeLauder. And there's a base hit to the left. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Dominant performance for him today, Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far. No runs across either. And he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Man aboard, and here is Devers. Fly to left his first time. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Snap throw to first. And he dives back in safely. DeLauder gets his lead at first with nobody out.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
This one in the dirt. Tag, safe at second. And good hustle to move up. That's a wild pitch.
Definitely trying to work down and get that double play ball, but it got away enough to erase any chance of that. Good job of moving up in the scoring position. Now a hit could make that wild pitch really sting.
Here's a 1-1. And that one fouled off. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Now here is Gunnar Henderson. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball one. Just missed.
2 balls, no strikes.
And a strike right through there. That one in triple digits.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Missed with a changeup, and that's ball 3. Drew Gilbert in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Man at second.
Right through there for a strike. Oh, boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Payoff pitch. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Take your base.
Well, he took his chance at getting him to chase right there, but with first base open, walk not a bad thing. He set up a double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball.
Drew Gilbert up next for the Red Sox. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Just missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
He was late there. Strike 1.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
In there. And so now 1-2. Tried hitting 101 and it wasn't happening. That's a strikeout.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Jackson Warren up next for the Red Sox. He's 0 for 1. And that misses. 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
And another ball.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. And a swing and a miss there.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Pounding ball here, rolls foul.
Full count.
In the dirt. Runners hold tight, but it's a full count now. Tying run in scoring position. Top half of inning number 4. Chases the changeup in the dirt. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 are left. And midway in the 4th, it's the Orioles 1 and the Red Sox nothing. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Anderson back to work. And that's hammered into right field. And that's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
So up next, B.J. Murray Jr. grounded out his first time. That's in for a strike. Campbell aboard here at first with nobody out. Just missed. In the dirt, blocked, and the runner stays where he is. Next pitch misses, and the count is 3-1.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
Hard hit, right side. Throws to second for one. To first, double play. Nicely done.
To me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Ryan Jeffers up next for the Red Sox. Grounded out his first time. Breaking ball misses down and away. Oh, look at the stop. Nicely done for the out. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's the Orioles 1 and the Red Sox nothing. Top 6. Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Jarren Duran. And he takes one right on the black. Strike one.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
That one misses. And 1-1. And there's a ball. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 2-2 now. Swing and a pop-up. He's got it, and there's one down. So stepping in for Boston, Chase DeLauder. He's 2 for 2. First pitch swinging.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
That one in the dirt, and it's 1-2. The Orioles leading by a run, and we're the top half of the 6th. And down on strikes he goes. Picks up strikeout number 7. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Devers now 0 for 2 in this one. In there at the knees. It's 0-1.
0-1.
Two outs. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
No
He's in
ball,
a great
2 strikes.
spot right here. Ahead in the count 0-2. All 4 pitches in play right here, partner.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Basallo gathers, throws to first, got him. Inning over on the strikeout. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Orioles 1 and the Red Sox nothing. New inning getting started. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Gunnar Henderson. The Red Sox in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
There's a strike at the knees.
You know, these Red
0-1's
Sox,
the
as
count.
this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
In the
1-1.
dirt, and it's a ball to strike. On the ground, Triolo. The throw to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup got that hitter to roll over.
So digging in, Drew Gilbert.
Oh, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Line drive, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Really stayed true on that swing. It wasn't an easy pitch. Lefty on lefty. Pitch was a little down, a little bit away, but he committed to it. And his shoulder stayed square to the plate. Didn't try to pull off that ball at all. And that's why it jumped off the bat.
Now here is Jackson Warren.
1-0.
Squirts away a little bit. Gilbert stands at first with 1 out. Next offering is in for a strike. In the dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
One and 2 now.
That's ball 2.
In the dirt, but kept close. The Red Sox trailing by 3 here in the top half of inning number 7. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. That's his 9th strikeout so far.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Now it's going to be Christian Campbell.
Ball.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. On the ground to third. Jumps, throws, and very nicely done for the out. One left for the Red Sox. They trail in this one 3-0. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Jose Alvarado.
Coming on to face a righty bat, and they've had quite a bit of success against him this year.
Jose Alvarado.
Anderson piled up 9 Ks in 7 innings without allowing a run.
He went out there and put him in a position to win, Boog, and that's all you can really ask of him. His teammates held up their end of the job, and they go home smiling.